It's now Thursday morning, and Al, having just lost a fish, is into another one on his middle rod. There she goes.
That's one, Mara.
Well done, mate.
Taking the average down now. Definitely been done in there at some point, hasn't it? Not today. Gotta love them when they're angry. Slip it back.
Anyone recognise having that one out?
Good afternoon. We're down here at Etang de Vost doing a feature for Carp-Talk, and while I was here we just thought we'd go through some of the rigs that we've caught fish on this week. All the wet that we've done this week is far bank work, up to snags, so based our rigs around that. We've started off my setup here with 6 foot of rigmarole cam H2O, a fluorocarbon. It's just for a bit of added abrasion resistance for when the fish are heading into the snags. Down there I've gone to a Gardner lead clip, make sure I get rid of lead every time. Only lightly push that on, and I've got a 3 ounce JXT Silties lead. It's just enough to get me to the spot that I need to be in. To that I've got a quick link, and then I've got about 12 inches of rigmarole hydroling. Tied that down to a size 4 sharpened fang twister. And that there I've got a bit of silicone on the bend of the hook just to sort of take the bait out from in line with a point, and I've got a 20mm DNA Ocean X bottom bait with a 10mm red berry pop-up, which is a new test bait that we're testing while we're out here. With regards to the hook link, it's a soft braid but it's got a fluorocarbon inner. I've stripped the fluorocarbon inner out all the way down, and then I've got the last maybe centimetre just so it's in line with a point to create a liner effect, and that helps the hook turn every time. Just to that I've been clipping a little 2-bait stringer just on the up point, just to make sure that everything stays straight during the cast. And that's what I've used this week.
You might already recognise this as Alan's swim. I had a quick look at it before, but now Alan's going to actually talk us through the spots that he's fishing and why.
We'll start with the right hand rod. If you look across to the far side, around where my arm is, there's like a little canopy in the bush. I've put one in under there. All my takes were originally, my right hand rod was originally in the canopy straight out in front. I've now made that one my middle rod, and I've moved the right hand rod along a little bit, because what I thought was happening was the fish were travelling along the snag but not necessarily going any further past it. I'd have no action further down on the far bank, so I then made my middle rod into the main canopy in the middle, and then I just sort of clip in the branches on the far side with the right hand rod, sticking out boilies at regular intervals over the top of them just to try and keep the swim working. The left hand rod, I've roamed about a little bit really. I've tried it on the far bank, and I've actually used a boat to put one down now, right down the far end. Can't really see where it is, but there's a bush on the far bank. I've decided that I'll put a rod on there just to try something different really, because there's been no fish along that far bank further past that canopy. You got a bank stick? Yes.
Yep.
32... 32.5?
32.8. Yeah,
32.9.
32.9. Empty that in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is, anyway. I'll look on the other side actually. Should have 2 big mirrors on its back.
Push the head out.
on the bottom.
Try and tilt its head towards me and pull the tail back in a bit. Head up a little bit.